moves that might add something to it, but like not significant.
Okay, so we're back. I guess we had some technical issues at the beginning. Hopefully, you guys can hear us. Comment, leave us your comments, and we'll check the chat quite regularly. What about the position?
This position is really complicated. If he takes, he has the idea is just to play f5. So I don't.
So Joshua Sheng plays the move f4. This looks very dangerous, to be honest, for both sides. But one of the reasons I prefer black in this position is that I have a feeling the center is going to open, and then my bishop pair is going to play a large part in actually getting the advantage, especially the dark square bishop. So
he plays this move h3.
h3, bishop f3, and then how to defend against f5? That's the question. I would assume maybe, oh, knight d4, very nice.
Maybe he should just, I don't know. Can he? I wonder if he can castle or not in this position. I wonder. I think that he can. I'm pretty sure though.
White castles, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think I'm going to take that bishop.
But then I can take. It's probably just white's only try. He doesn't want to play
no, he probably has to. He probably has to make a castle, or maybe queen f2 or queen e3.
Actually, 2709 is not his actual FIDE rating, of course. That's actually his standard.
2709 is his chess.com rating,
yeah.
Right?
So they didn't do that to him.
Right. That's a pretty high rating, though. So he's a good player. He's a good rapid player, it seems like. Bishop d1. This is surprising to me. I would have expected him to defend the bishop and maybe long castle or just short castle directly. But he obviously wants to keep that bishop alive. Now the problem
maybe
is...
he can... Okay. What were you trying to say?
I think I want to go for f5. I'm thinking of going for f5 as black. The thing is, I don't really like white's knights. White's knights, okay, the knight on d5 is very nicely placed, but it's well controlled by the bishop on d8, and the knight on c3 is kind of stepping on the knights on d5's feet. So after f5, opening the center, getting my bishop pair ready, I think black should be grabbing the advantage.
That's very good. Should we look at another game?
Absolutely. Now let's hope that's not going to mess with our stream. Should be fine. Okay, so
we should definitely be looking at this game because it's.
So I really like Ralph's position for the moment. F5, and I see him getting the advantage. Now another game that I'm quite curious about is the game of Izoria. Yes, and it didn't mess up our stream, so we're good. Alright, so Zviad, our player, is playing black. I don't understand why actually he's... this is the San Diego Surfers logo, this is not the San Jose Hackers. Chess.com needs to get their stuff straight, their facts straight.
I think that black's just gonna get a knight on c5.
I like black's position.
I think that he really has no problems.
Weak pawn on c4. Well, actually, the bishop might be redirected right now to d6.
I mean, what's its future there? Okay, it looks.
He's going to just control the knight, but ultimately, I think is going to be black will just pressure on the c5.
Yeah.
We have to be a little bit quiet because the guys are actually playing right there. That's where this probably is not big. Yeah, because it's all about this this door. Yeah. What's the chat saying, Tim? Are you handling the chat? Okay. So yeah, from a strategic point of view, I really like Zviad's position. I think rook c6, rook f c8, the pressure on the c pawn is going to be unbearable on the long run. And then if you put your bishop on d6, I'm just thinking of playing knight c5, knight b7, attack that bishop, take it away, and just win the game. Or knight c5, knight b7, knight a5. I really like what Zviad did here. Okay, let's see another one of our. So far, I really believe our team is on top. Now the question is, what are the other guys doing?
We can look at Melik.
We will look at Malik.
PCL was interesting.
That's the next one. Fike. Okay, let's look at Malik versus Fike.
Melik's actually my coach. But
Malik, well, he's betraying right now, or you are betraying. I'm not really sure which one is which, but
okay.
Who are you rooting for?
Probably our team. But
Good answer.
Probably.
Good answer. Good answer. You shouldn't have disclosed that. You see, they messed up.
But
Chess.com.
Melik is very good. He's a very good
Chess.com. Get your facts straight. Our logos are not accurate. Melik is not from the San Jose Hackers. That's the San Jose Hackers logo, and Fike is from the San Jose Hackers, and that's the San Diego Surfers logo.
coach. See, it says SD.
I don't like Fike's position.
Yeah, you could tell.
This weakness on. Oh, he has a nice idea. Do you see it?
Rookie 2 is an idea.
A rook e2 in this position. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's really really good because after rook
Yes. Go on.
e2, knight takes e2,
Well, knight takes e2, queen takes queen f3, king g1, king e1. Very tricky.
When you take, you can take.
No, but king e1, then I just go rook e8. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. So I think the only move actually is to just play queen takes e2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to give the queen. There is no other alternative. You have to give the queen. And he does it. Knight takes e2, knight takes e2. But this position is just hopeless almost.
But you never know what might happen as mouse whip or a mistake.
But you see also the time advantage your coach has. You jinxed it, Christopher.
I wonder what happened. Why White got into this bad position. Maybe we should take more of a look back.
Now we'll take a look back after the games are over. Right now, let's just focus on it. I think queen f7 could be a good idea. Queen a2, queen f7, queen a2, attack the rook. Queen takes b2, and this just seems like game over. So
that just didn't.
Yeah, there's plenty of ideas in this position. Also, if you play knight f4, you give the bishop d4 check to black. So yeah, this is hopeless. I don't expect. So far, based on the positions, this is completely hopeless. So that's 1-0 for the San Diego Surfers, unless Fike pulls out one of his famous rabbits out of his hat. Who else? Who else do we have?
I think that
we have one more game though,
Kostya.
right? Kostya, yes, we forgot about Kostya.
I think you got that from practical chess defense on that not that actually difficult puzzle. That people with a rabbit out of his hat.
I think it's just a saying that I got, throughout the years, but yeah, probably not from a chess book though. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh man. Is bishop on h2, the dark square bishop on e5 completely dominating the board. I don't like this.
Maybe an idea is knight to e4 followed by f3 to get the bishop on g1 and play h4. Keep the pressure.
You know who I remember played this type of positions? I remember a game, I think Gatakamsky versus Joshua Friedel from the US Championship. And Gatakamsky did exactly this. He played the bishop. He put the bishop on h2, completely useless, looking at least. And then in the endgame, he played f3, bishop g1, activated the bishop, and completely outplayed the guy. So that's probably the best idea for the future. f3 bishop g1.
It's always, if you don't know what to do, it's good to ask, what's your worst piece?
That's
It's the H2
that's the most
bishop.
important question. You have been taught well, Christopher.
No, I know these things, but they don't apply to my game.
That's what we all do most of the times. Now the question is black going to go b5? Is black going to go b5 and go for the kill? Or he's going to try to prepare that?
A positional player would probably.
Positional play.
I don't know. That would probably try to prepare it. A very tactical player would just play b5.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of calculation involved for this time control.
I agree.
Let's take a look.
Wait, what about rook takes c5? That's very appealing to me. I don't know if it works or not, but that's very appealing to me. Rook takes c5, d takes c5, d6, knight g6 only move because knight c8 I take on f5 and then d7, and it's a fork. So knight g6, and I really want to find something in there. I really feel that should be the right approach.
This is the feeling that we get in the games. Like we're feels like there must be something. But
Is there something? Is there something,
Yeah,
Christopher?
that's the question.
Can you see anything?
You can take, and at least you can play d7.
F3. He didn't take on e5. But that's the problem with this time control. It's very difficult to take this type of, important decisions, and actually be
But
objective.
if you take
Yeah.
on e5 after d6, maybe I can do bishop d3 first and then knight f5.
It's a good point. That's a very good point.
I just feel like it's round one. Just go for it.
Yeah. So far our I mean it's quite balanced. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kostia is.
You can pretty much rely on your top two boards.
In the chat,
he's
we
looking
have
for-
Solcode says, and it's saying that it's tough for the pawn to go through since the edge is so overprotected. But
Right.
if I'm not understanding this person incorrectly, white idea is just to disrupt black
Exactly.
so that he gets positional compensation for the exchange rather than
And I want to get rid of the bishop on e5.
True.
That's like, well, he actually did it himself. And I'm not really sure what's happening. Bishop takes d3 and c takes d5, or c takes d5 first. No, is Kostia losing a pawn here?
I
After
don't-
c takes d5.
No, because he can take, and if you take with the rook, you can just take on d5, and
So c takes d5. What do you play?
bishop takes f5.
But what about the bishop hanging on h2?
Yeah, that I don't like that bishop at all. I don't like
Yeah,
the bishop on
this
h2 at all.
This was my idea, to get the knight on f5 to get it on e3.
This looks like a
Really
positional grind for black.
Well, let's consider no, actually no.
Rook e4 maybe.
No,
I would play rook e4. This I mean, if you
How would you deal with knight h4?
after rook e4 knight h4, rook e2,
d2?
rook d2. Sorry.
Why can't you just take on c6 followed by taking on d6?
Okay, we'll get back to this game in just a second, but let's get back to the other guys, right? Let's start with Mamedov first. All right, Mamedov. Yeah, I'm really liking his position.
I guess after takes, it's bishop h4. It's he can't take that pawn safely. Though.
This looks like game over. I mean, look at the time. Look at the time also. Mamedov has like 7 minutes, while Sheng has only like 3 minutes. He's gonna go down in flames. Absolutely.
So
I mean, bishop b6 is coming. Bishop b6, knight b3. There's so many. The dark square bishop is going to be decisive. Okay, I expect 1-0 for us on this game. The grind continues. Michael Brown is a very good defender, though. He's a very resilient guy. Yeah.
Not noticing his recent. He actually, I think that he might have. I think that he's an IM now. He's really having good results.
He's definitely IM strength. I think he beat with Black in Chicago Open last year, Yu Yang Yi, who's like 2750 Chinese player. I mean, that's a huge result by itself, just by one game. And yeah, he's been playing very, very well recently. So Zviad obviously has the strategic advantage, but I don't know if conversion is as easy as it seems. So
Intense game. The time is almost
this is
equal.
very intense. It's going to get very intense in just a few minutes. Let's see what Melik.
One. Not too surprising.
Not too so unbelievable, unbelievable. I think you're going to be sent back to SoCal
He's
after
taking off
this.
his Packers
After this,
San Diego
yes.
jersey on
I think we have what we call a how do they call it, a rat? No,
A mole.
a mole. Yes,
Or
we have a mole. Yes, correct. Correct.
What I meant is that I was expecting it from saying that.
This looks bad also. Oh man, Kostia's position looks terrible. Rook e8, rook takes e8, that bishop on g1, yeah, rook e6. But now the problem is he can go king f7, and you cannot take any of the pawns because of rook e1.
You might actually start thinking about taking the pawns and sacrifice and play rook d2. And because, I mean, you get 2 pawns for the piece, maybe.
You get one pawn.
No, you get 2 pawns after rook d2 because both there's pawns
But I
hanging.
go king g7.
Rook
So
d7.
rook f7.
I don't know. Maybe it's still a chance after rook e6, but very little. So it's gonna be very hard. Very little.
I
chance.
say if you want to give a pawn, you would rather try to exchange the bishop with bishop f2. Rook e6, take, king e6, bishop takes g3, at least get rid of that garbage on g1. And then try to, make a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
He's trying to do that, but I don't even think he's going to allow him to do that. I would play knight f5 in this position.
It's not material. It's white pieces.
Or knight h1. Tricky move.
Bishop to e1.
But then your bishop is anyway. Yeah. No, I wouldn't put my knight on h1. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
So far, these guys, it seems like this might be
2-2.
2-2 or 2.5, depending. Like Izoria's game is very important. I don't know.
Who is he playing?
Izoria is playing Brown,
Let's take
Michael
a
Brown. Okay, now he has to give that bishop. No. Kostia, what are you doing?
Do they check the other games?
Just give the bishops, huh?
When they're playing their games, do they check the other games?
I don't know. I don't think they have time to do that. I don't think, especially because it's a little bit confusing.
Maybe he wants to just get his king to d3 and play this endgame and hope for h4 ideas.
For a blockade. He's trying to set up a blockade.
Yeah.
And he needs that bishop on f2 to defend the dark squares, yeah, like e3 and all those guys.
But I mean, with 1 minute 13 on the clock, maybe it certainly would have been better to take the knight.
I believe so. The knight on f5 right now, king f6, rook e1. He's gonna play rook e8 next move. He wants to exchange. He wants to exchange those rooks.
I don't know. You might even think of taking and then taking on king d3.
King d7,
Yeah.
king e4, king e6. That bishop is just so useless. It's unbelievable.
The bishop doesn't have any nice squares that he could dream on.
Oh, wait, let's update the score right here. I think it was on this one. Please. So Melik has won 1-0. All right. Oh, they played what we thought the variation we were analyzing. Okay, let's look really quick at the other games. Mamedov, how is his position?
What happened? It's not as clear.
I agree with you. I don't like what happened.
Wow.
I don't like what happened because this is not clear at all. Queen h3. Queen h3 is coming. This is not looking good.
This is a very complicated position.
I agree, and it shouldn't have been this way.
Wait,
Now
queen
it's
takes
like a play for
H3,
all three
no.
results.
At some point, like rook
At
takes
some
c4, rook takes c4 probably wins. Yeah,
Maybe if he wants
But-
to, I wonder how this happened. Maybe he should just play knight e6 to try to go to c5. But he has knight c6 ideas. I think
agree.
knight e6 is the best move.
Or maybe rook e5. No, rook e5 just take on g7. Yeah, and then I have to take with the bishop.
One of
Or
the
maybe I
queen.
can take with the queen. Because the d4 knight isn't actually hanging. Because rook f8, and then if you take on d4, queen f1,
Queen g1.
queen g1, take,
take,
and
take.
take the bishop on e4, right?
And this is the winning there. Wow, I think knight e6 is simpler, but rook e5
This
is
is a crazy position.
all three results possible.
But we really need this win. We really need this win. If we don't get this one, we're doomed.
We're doomed.
For this round. I mean,
Yeah, I think that is actually
don't get too excited. Don't get too excited about that. I know you want your
apparently
96. Good move, Christopher. Nice pick.
I think that I should be playing for rook.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. You know, the knight on the
Well, I
knight
was just joking.
you want to play instead of
No, I was just joking.
instead of
I
Mamedov.
was just joking.
Don't scream, because this looks very dangerous. Oh man. So knight c5, I would say. Queen takes h3, and then just move rook somewhere. But this looks no, I don't like it. Okay, rook c8. These are the type of moves I never make. Just these simple moves. I'm always looking for some tactics. The simple moves usually are the best. Oh man, I think we should focus on this game. Let's look really quick at what the other guys are doing. Okay, Kostya unfortunately not looking good. Yeah, let's get back to Mamedov. Oh man, we need the win. We need the win, Mamedov. Do something. Maybe Sheng is going to get overconfident. Yeah. Knight g5. Knight g5. Attack the queen. Yes, queen h5.
Maybe queen d4 here?
And then what?
He has queen g6.
But that queen g6 is not really threatening much, huh?
That's the nice thing. You just
Yeah, I like queen d4, centralization. Yeah, it's a very nice concept. And maybe you're even trying to take at some point rook takes f6. Maybe not. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, queen d4, very nice move. Good job, Christopher.
Is Mamedov tactical and
He's very tactical. He's a very tactical player.
So he's sort of like me.
He's sort of like you.
Also extremely fast.
Much weaker than you, but like
No,
like around the same style. Absolutely.
no.
Now, I mean, look, Mamedov is I think he's a world champion in Blitz, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken.
European champion.
Maybe European champion. Rook f7. I don't understand anything from this position. Wow.
So what is first? Bishop g7, bishop g6, rook.
No, but that's the thing. This position is getting completely wild. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what?
Queen c4. Queen c4.
Wait.
Come on. Queen takes f6. What is? Wait. Queen takes f6. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Knight g6. King g8.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give us the pawn.
Give us the
pawn.
win.
Give us the win.
Just say
Also.
rook take queen takes f8.
And
Queen
then
takes
what?
f1.
And then what? That's the problem. I'm not sure about that. I would rather take on e7, the knight first. Oh no. Big mistake. The bishop on d3 is actually the problem. What about queen
Um,
e6? Simple move.
Simple moves are sometimes the best.
I think queen e6 should be the move. He's definitely calculating queen takes f1. Yeah, queen e6.
This is looking better.
I agree. Rook f7, queen f7,
Bishop g6 or queen
queen
f1.
f1. Checkmate.
Great. That's a good sign.
Ah, but he would have taken and then knight g6, and that might have been a draw. That's a draw, actually.
So
Okay,
So
okay.
now we're in the
Really
time.
What now? What
scary.
now? They're both playing on very, very short time. This doesn't look
I
that
think
simple.
what if queen e1 and
Queen f2, take
Whoa.
that. Queen f1, checkmate.
Go to the main one.
Very nice, very
Oh.
nice. Good job, Mamedov.
wow,
Good
he
job.
missed the maiden one. Why did he just?
No, don't scream too loud. Oh, Zviad looks good. Zviad looks good. This looks like a 2-2. Christopher.
Also, what are your guys' opinions on them chess switching up the round orders? So instead of starting with the strongest against strongest,
Mhm.
they're starting with the strongest against the weakest, and then working up the excitement in a way.
Right,
Having
right.
the
I
strongest
think
play
that
each other.
I think that actually that advantage gives us the advantage because I think we're actually pretty strong on the last two boards compared to theirs, but also our first two boards um, should win, especially Mamedov. I expect
Mhm.
him to beat Kachan and Izoria. I think he has the advantage over
Yeah, also
Kita.
maybe some psychological advantage in that, if we score an upset in an early round, we'll be able to maybe
Yep.
carry that. And
Yeah, and I think if we score, if we score decent points in the first couple of rounds, like 2-2 it's a good result for us. It's actually a good result for us. We could have done better, but let's just make sure.
All the games over?
Yeah.
Let's just make sure all the games are over. Yes, this is a 2-2. Kitan Kiera and Melikset Kaichan score for the San Diego Surfers, while Mamedov and Izoria score for the San Jose Hackers. Good round. I'm quite pleased with this.
Also, to mention with the round switch,
Mm-hmm.
it also makes the later rounds more exciting, right?
Yeah, of course.
When you have
Right.
after the first two rounds, if you have any upsets there, it kind of, sets the tone for the entire match.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's so 2-2. All right.
next pairings.
Hmm?
Next pairings.
Next pairings. Okay, so Kachan versus. All right, let's.
I didn't switch up on the time of that.
You know what else?
We're just saying.
Something else that was strange to
You
me.
think that's too much?
Why
I mean,
why
it's
not
gonna take a lot
allow
of time.
teams to make substitutions between rounds?
Hmm?
Like instead of
Are they
having
allowed
to,
to? Are they allowed
say the board, like who's gonna play on which board in rounds 3 and 4?
Are they allowed
Why
to
not
make
between each
substitutions?
round be able to, substitute players as long as the average is below?
Right.
Why not just sub some people out?
Wait, didn't we do that
Right.
last time though with Kostya? Because he went in on
Yeah.
round 3.
So like that, instead of doing that, you say your first 4 players, they have, San Diego would have their 4, and then round 2, you could switch up, if we wanted to make a substitution, like say, like Kostya, like say he's just not feeling it, rounds 1 and 2, make a substitution, put somebody else in. But that's any.
But you have to announce it. You have to announce it.
We would
Yeah, I
lose
know.
1 point.
You have to announce
We
it.
don't necessarily even have to announce it, but we would lose 1 point. Whoever is not on the list that we submitted Monday noon,
Right.
Okay.
if we have to make emergency switch, we would lose 1 point.
Because they
But
want
why
people
That's why
not?
you have to announce it
Just
before
let,
the
like,
games.
No,
anything.
On
we have-
Monday. You
on
have to
Monday.
announce it
So
on
we have to
Monday.
submit
Yeah.
lineup by Monday noon. And if someone is not on the lineup, we can still
No, it's
play, have them play like emergency. This is exactly for
Okay.
emergencies.
Well,
Or
what's the point in that?
Yeah,
Why not
Shane
just?
versus-
Is it just? Is it just on chess.com?
So that people
wanting
can-
to know?
So
if
people
we-
can actually prepare for their opponents basically and
Yeah.
make it
or not.
make-
Let's make
you know.
it like exciting. It's a little more power in the team's hands, right?
Right.
Be able
Well,
to.
but then you can play games, right? It's like, okay, then you switch one time and then you switch another time. If
Sure.
you can. No,
All right.
I mean,
Round 2 is
starting?
I don't know if it's starting yet, but we have
I
it.
don't think so. But
How
yeah,
many
so
times?
I mean, they
apparently,
haven't started.
apparently Fike didn't know that he's playing Malik because they put up the pairings wrong at one point and he wasn't preparing for Malik. So, yeah. So
Maybe
that
put
was
up
it.
that like he thought he was
At
on
chess.com
4-3 or
at one
something.
point.
Like
You get it?
I don't know, but he
Hmm?
was not preparing for Malik.
Yeah, I got it.
So,
I got it.
anyway,
So-
so
2-2.
2-2, not bad.
2-2. Not a bad round. Good job, guys.
Yeah,
good
good
job.
job.
Good job, both of you. Keep it going. Yes. And
Azoria smiling.
Izoria he's very happy. Yes.
We're playing
He's a
these
happy
same
guy.
four. These same four every round, right?
Yeah,
I think
You
so.
sure?
Yeah.
No,
today.
Michael.
But other teams substituting, but not.
I'm hoping. I am hoping that Kostya can pull out, you know, a point or two. Because just thinking like rounds later down the road, I mean, it's better to have, you know, some confidence in the players. Did they ever get you that milkshake?
No.
They're hating us.
I'm okay with it though.
Are you not a milkshake fan?
No, I like them.
You seem like a chocolate. Chocolate milkshake or
Or maybe strawberry.
strawberry?
I thought you were a chocolate guy. Everything else was like chocolate.
You like strawberry?
And chocolate.
Which Chris? Which Chris?
Wait, what? There's more than one Chris here?
There's Christian and Christopher.
Wait, who?
Christian and
Oh,
Christopher.
but you don't count as a Chris.
He counts as a Chris?
He does.
Why is Christopher counting as a Chris and Christian?
It's so different.
Christopher and
No,
Christian,
but he
they
has
both count.
Chris in his name. You have like
I have
CR.
Chris also.
That's true.
It's Chris. It's without an H.
The dictator?
Yes.
Chris the dictator?
The game might have started by now. Every 40 minutes, another round.
Oh yes. Let's check it.
Oh, the run
No,
started.
no, I doubt.
It started?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We're getting. Okay. Let's start with. We have Izoria here.
Okay, now we're actually seeing his actual
Mhm.
feeding.
Let's see some other games. We have Mamedov here. And then
Is usually
we have Hello Kostia. Come on Kostia. Try to hold this game against. This is a very important match. Oh, he's playing the same line in the King's Indian that I used to play when I played King's Indian for like 2 games. I think I lost both of them and I
Oh.
quit.
I think gave it up.
Yeah, played King's Indian for very few. And then Keaton versus Aleskerov, the battle of the IMs. Well, actually, there's a lot of IMs. Okay, so which game let's start with Mamedov.
So
What do you have to say about this position? Obviously,
it's a Google piano.
Joko Piano. Joko
Joko.
Piano.
I
Yes.
actually, an idea here is for G5 because Bishop G3. That
Do you know what
bishop.
Joko Piano means? It means slow play. G5 is not really slow play.
No. That's actually good because Bishop G3, the pawns restrict the bishop.
Yes, but then again, I will do exactly the same thing.
H4, G4.
H4 and then move my knight back, and then at some point in the endgame, I will play King H1, F3.
Apparently Melik suggested it. I think it's G4 was the idea. And it just
Let me tell you a trick. In general, G5 is a good move if the pawn is on H3 already, because then you can hook it with G4 and you can actually open the position and actually get the advantage. And yeah, with the pawn on H2 is not that efficient.
But actually, H4 is nothing to be afraid of. It's just G4. And I actually watched some of his lectures. I don't know, just his opinion.
No,
I'm not sure.
actually I played this. I played this with Mamedov, with Rauf in one of the Blitz events here at the chess club, and he did play the same thing, Bishop G5, Bishop H4, and I couldn't resist, and I played G5, and I got in big trouble after that. He played Bishop G3 very calmly, and then at some point D4 also. D4 is another idea.
Yeah.
Open up the position like that, and. So he knows. I know for a fact that he knows these positions. He's training with Mamedyarov, and I've seen Karyakin, which Mamedyarov is Karyakin's second one of them, and I'm pretty sure they work together on this Joko piano. It's a hugely analyzed opening right now, probably one of the most analyzed openings.
Yeah, and the idea actually might be, I don't know, maybe even knight f1 because takes and then takes and you got the control of the d5 square.
Knight f1 here?
I don't know.
No, that's a very good idea. Knight f1 is a very good idea. That's why he played rook e1, most probably. I mean, you have to do something. You have to transfer that knight to e3, right? Or either to e3, either to g3. G3 doesn't really work because of the g5 idea. So you can either do that by taking bishop takes e6 and then knight c4 and then knight e3, or you can just do that by playing knight f1.
I mean, why after knight g3, g5, knight takes g5? Is that like
the problem with knight f1 is that I don't like black playing d5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't
right now
work
it doesn't work anymore. Yeah. I don't even know if it worked before because again you're on. This is a very annoying pin. The h8 d8 pin on the knight is very annoying.
But why isn't g5 just the right
G5
way?
I think I can just take it.
Now.
Knight takes g5.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, so maybe.
Knight takes g5 and then knight g3 and then knight h5.
I don't know, king to g7, bishop to g. Actually, it's tough.
So let's just say Mamedov. I really have a feeling he has the upper hand. Knight b8, interesting move, but I don't think it's the right one. I would have rather put my knight to d8 and then play bishop takes e4 and knight e6. Knight to b8, I understand the idea. He wants to get rid of this pin. He wants to play knight d7, then perhaps queen f8, or bishop takes c4, queen e6, and then just get away from this pin.
Why can't you just play knight f8 and knight g6? You just
or that. Yeah. So knight d8 is not such a bad move.
Maybe pawn this, but he's gonna.
I think he wants to play d4 next move. Knight d3. If you go knight d7, d4.
Yeah.
And just like open up the position. Okay. So I give Mamedov the slight advantage. What about Mr. Zviat?
What if knight e5?
It's a good question.
Bishop b5? Is that the idea? And then.
What I'm worried about is the time. Sheng only taught for like 1 minute 30 seconds. He certainly had some preparation.
It doesn't necessarily mean just because somebody didn't spend much time,
or he knows the position better.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what it means, right? When you play faster than your opponent and your position is not completely busted, then perhaps you knew the position better than your opponent.
Mm. But maybe
That's why I'm worried. But who knows? What about queen takes f4?
I know, right? Yeah.
Let's just take a pawn.
How many people do you have?
We have 25 people.
Okay,
That's not bad.
not bad.
Are you on Twitch or I know you have a YouTube?
It's on Twitch.
Because I think you can stream on YouTube now too, can't you?
Yeah, but I think it's much easier on Twitch. And probably
You
also
should
they
get
just
all the
watch
Christian
it.
subscribers.
Hmm?
I said get all your YouTube following.
I haven't been streaming on my channel in like forever.
You have 102 followers on Twitch.
Yeah, from like 3 sessions. That's not bad.
Whoa, we should take a look about what's happening.
Yes, yes, I'm trying to get the followers on Twitter and all those things to come and watch our stream. Okay, so what do you think of this position, Chris?
Whoa, I think that black has tons of compensation. G3 followed by King G2, and then Rook E1, let's say.
So you believe the pawn should have a say in this position?
Yeah.
There's not as much compensation in your opinion.
No.
The thing is, whenever he plays d4, we go c4, and then his bishop remains stuck there. So I like what Izoria did. Taking on f4, took the bait, and then he's simply shielding his king on g2, rook e1, starting to exchange pieces. I have a pawn up. You have a weakness on d5. I really don't see where is black compensation. So the first 2 games, Mamedov and Izoria, they're definitely looking to be heading in our direction. Let's see what Melik is doing. Melik is your coach, yeah?
Yeah, like a.
Let's
I think that
reiterate that for our followers.
it's. I think I'm still cheering.
The
But
traitor. Yes. What is Mr. Melik doing? I think he's again winning.
He grabbed a free pawn.
He just has a free pawn advantage. This doesn't look very good for Kostya. Just double up on the d5, rook d2, rook d1, knight d1, knight d3, exchange the knight, and then that's game over.
For a second, I thought you said free pawn advantage. Of course, that's not true.
3? As in 3 of them?
For a second, I thought that you said that.
No.
Free.
No. Just rook d2, rook d1. I am not really sure how you're defending, because I also have ideas of knight takes e5 with that knight on c5.
It's not defending. Maybe f5 and f4.
So I go rook d2, you go f5, yeah? I go rook d1, you want to go f4.
Yeah.
Interesting. Queen c3. Queen c3, knight e4. Tricky. You're a tricky guy.
Why can't he just take and then after queen g4 check, king h1?
Take where?
Take wait, let me see. Take the pawn.
This is an annoying move indeed. This is a very tricky move. Because now f5, knight d3. f4, I take on c5. Makes a lot of sense what Melik is doing. But what if I go no, e4, queen d4. Never mind. This looks bad. Okay, let's get to Keaton versus Fike.
Looks like Fike.
Is he gonna hold or not?
I
That's the
don't-
question.
Seems like he's on the edge of his seat right now.
He is on the edge of his seat, absolutely, and
Let's see.
he's quaking his boots. No, he's not. He's very
I
thoughtful.
think that he's touching the sweat in his hair.
Touching this, that's quite descriptive, but yeah, it's interesting. Knight a8 looks like a good move here. Yeah, knight a8. He played knight a8. Good job, Fike. Now, if he manages to exchange, both rooks, then I think he's okay, fairly okay. I mean, there's still a lot of pressure from white, but he's fairly okay.
Again, the knight in the corner move saves the day.
The knight in the corner, say absolutely, yeah. No, but I'm not sure if it's. That's the thing. I have some doubts about this position. I think he should be okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Me too.
I think he should be okay. He still has some problems because his pawns b7, a6 are on light squares. They can be attacked in the future by the bishop, and white has some space advantage still. But I think he should be fine.
Yeah.
Keaton missed knight a8 for sure. Keaton missed knight a8. So let's hope Fike manages to make a draw here. They're just 9 minutes each. So basically the game's just kind of started. Okay, Kostya is building up some sort of momentum, maybe with f4. Okay. Well, f4 doesn't work unfortunately for the moment because gf4, rook takes f4,
Queen a7.
queen a7. You see everything, Christopher. Knight f7, and now what's the question is how you're going to continue your attack. How are you going to like try to create any sort of counterplay?
G5 and f4. That's just a straightforward plan.
But g5 f4 it completely murders your light squares. I would just play queen e4 after that, and then you cannot attack me anymore.
And then g4 and then knight g5.
Yeah, but g4 I take with the knight.
And then knight g5.
And then I take the pawn on c6. I take everything from you.
And then I play e4.
No, come on. I mean that's some fantasy over there.
No, but it scares Miller, you know.
Do you think Malik gets scared? Well,
I'm not sure.
This is some important insight.
It's our team's best chance.
This is some important insight that you're giving for about Malik. You should tell to Izoria because he's playing him next game. So he gets scared fast.
No,
Is that
that's
what you're
not
saying?
true. I'm just saying that it's a humongous attack.
Humongous. Okay. It doesn't. Okay. Let's agree. Maybe it's humongous. I mean, I like this d5. He has to do something about it. He has to play d4, get rid of that weakness on d6, and then get his knight mobile again. Knight g5, f4.
Well, right now the problem is that the queen on e6 is without protection, so rook takes d4 to d4. So. But still, the d5 pawn is quite stable.
Yeah. No, it White obviously has very good chances of winning, but he has a difficult conversion ahead of him.
What about f4? What did you just played?
Well, f4, d4.
d4 rook takes d4.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the point. Now black has loses in dark squares.
Oh, yeah, he missed this. Well, okay, he's going to miss the darks. He's going to lose the dark squares, but maybe at least I'm going to get my knight, and your structure is not going to be that good. But this doesn't. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. We hope, though. We still have hope. Kostya, we still have hope. If you're watching, be resilient. Oh, whoa.
A Brazilian move.
Whoa, what just happened here, guys? Rook to e3. Whoa, this is... Wait, I want to go back. So, the guy played d4, c4, knight b4, and now he's preparing this move, rook e3. King g2, take rook e3. I don't like this. From an optical point of view, like I'm just looking, I'm not really calculating anything at the moment, but wait, what if I take and then I go knight e4? I go queen c6.
No, it's queen takes b2, simple.
Or queen takes b2, much simpler, yeah.
Yeah, so looking at the same line with knight e4 first, knight e4, queen c6, then takes on e3.
But then I can just, I can even go, yeah, I mean I go queen c6 and I think that should be winning.
Yeah.
But I think even rook d3, knight f6, rook d2 should be more than enough compensation.
Of course.
But it's not like there's this famous saying, taking is a mistake. So why can't he just go? Why doesn't he have to take the rook or just play queen f1 or queen f1? Even?
He doesn't have to take the rook, and I think he shouldn't take the rook. Queen f1, queen c6 though. That king is going to g1. Your pieces just look very uncoordinated. I don't like this.
What a shot!
This is a shocker, guys. This is a shocker. If Zviad loses, then we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Let's
This
see what.
doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I mean we still have plenty of games left. But it would be a big blow because Zviad with white against an IM, that's, in general, we count that as a potential win for us. Now the question is Ralph versus Michael Brown. Ralph managed to build quite a nice differential on the clock. So he has 2 minutes 30 seconds more than his opponents. And the position is still very, very complicated. I like Ralph's chances here. That d6 pawn is going to be a big, big problem for black. Going to play rook ed1. If you go knight f6 right now, I think I can play queen f5.
Yeah,
This looks good for Ralph.
for sure.
Oh, he did play knight f6. I think his plan is okay. Queen f5. What is Michael Brown's plan to survive? I'm not really sure. Queen e7. No, queen e7. I just take on f4.
Then knight g4. Actually, then queen g5.
Queen g5. Yeah.
No, but then
And
they
then
can
you
take
take
on
with the
f4.
pawn on f4.
Yeah.
And that's actually bad for me. I'm losing. Oh, knight
bishop,
g4.
bishop g5.
Knight g4. I just take on f5.
No, bishop g5 even better.
Yeah. That's probably even better. Yeah. So if he goes queen e7, bishop takes f4, knight g4, bishop g5, keeps the piece, wins the game. Now the question is, how is black going to defend all his weaknesses? I have a feeling he's in big trouble. I have a feeling this game is going to go our way. Yeah, I like it. I like what Mamedov is doing. Mamedov is obviously our how do you call it? Stone, yeah. He's rock solid. This Azerbaijan guy. He's a beast.
I think that he's very hard to carry.
Very hard to carry.
Yeah.
Are you just calling him Mamedov fat? No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, I meant by a huge rock is hard to carry.
I don't know where you're coming from, but I can see some of your ideas being true. Okay, so Mamedov is hard to carry. He's probably gonna remain hard to carry. He's kind of the one carrying us. That's what I was thinking also. But yeah, the question, I don't like this. This is a nasty endgame. This is a very nasty endgame because of the pawns on a6 and b7. This is a big, big problem. You're going to exchange the knights, and then you're going to be facing a very difficult defense in the bishop endgame.
Why isn't it that hard? Just the move e5.
In this position?
Yeah, takes.
G5. No. I'm gonna play g5 first.
Then I can take.
Take, and now I'm not sure what I'm going to take with. I think I'm going to take with the h pawn.
King e7.
And then I take.
It's not that unpleasant, actually.
I don't know what to say. I wouldn't like to have this position. I really wouldn't like to have this position.
Yeah.
It's not unpleasant. I mean, I'm sure it's defendable, but with 3 minutes on the clock, I'm not sure what this will mean for us. Let's see what Kostya is doing. Let's see if Kostya managed to build some. Okay. No, never mind. This is not good. This is not good, guys. Because queen c4, e6. Queen c4, e6, queen d5.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It happened already?
So queen takes c4, e6, queen d5, check, king g1, knight e5 is played.
Where do you guys see that? Are you guys seeing it on chess.com?
Yeah, you might have to refresh the page.
Oh no.
Chess.com has been having some difficulties with keeping on with so many people online.
Right. So it's already being played, yeah? Alright, if I refresh, then we have to see exactly.
Yeah, make sure the stream's still.
Ah, it's not there. No? I have to do this. I have to close all of them and then do analysis board. And then
So the Kostia just put here.
what do you mean he just blundered, guys?
You can't stop the pawn from promoting.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Where is he? Hello, Kostya. No, wait. Maybe something wrong with this. Okay, now the stream should be looking fairly okay. E7, E8, knight D3, huh?
Right.
Game over, or knight D3 first. But your coach is doing some damage, Christopher. I don't like this. I think you should give him a call and ask for a lesson.
No.
Like right now.
No.
Like right now.
Never.
We want to have you say you want to have a lesson with him, or you fire him as your coach.
No.
Okay, so Kostya, that's 0-1. Mamedov, what happened here? I don't like what happened. Is Fike doing good? Is Fike doing well? Come on, refresh. Zoria.
So Fike is worse.
Did he take the rook or what happened?
I have no idea what happened here. We'll get right back to it.
Whoa.
This doesn't look good though. Somehow it doesn't look good.
That's what he's hoping for. Bishop d5 is the only. But some like.
Which one are we
like,
missing? Which one are we missing? Fike?
And, bishop a4 b5.
Do we have Fike? No, we don't have. Okay. Actually, let's go to Izoria's game because this is getting wild. So rook d4, king f3, f5.
That's the annoying thing. What if he plays the move? Okay, let's look at. Has anyone nobody's lost yet?
It's still going. All the games are going, but this.
Yeah. Oh wait, which games are we doing well in?
Well, this one is the wildest one so far. So we'll stick with this one for a few seconds and see exactly what's happening. Everything else is kind of
Kostya's game is going to be resigned.
balanced.
He already resigned.
So Kostya
He lost.
He resigned.
Kostya resigned, so that means we're down 1 point. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Kostya is down 1 point.
I guess the idea is if he
This
takes,
is c5 is a good move. I like this c5.
this is still.
He has to go bishop c7, right?
Why can't? Yeah.
If he takes on c5, then he wants to go rook c1, I think. Rook takes c4. Okay, what is he trying to do? Rook takes f4.
King G1.
Rook f2.
Queen C1.
Queen c1. Rook c2.
Queen F1.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's very scary.
That's very scary. That's really scary. But he has to take it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't see any other move. If he goes king h3, I'm sure that's just lost.
Yeah. Come on, take it. Take your chance.
He's playing in the other room. Okay. He's gonna hear us, and then people are gonna attack us that we're cheating or something. Let's so let's see. C takes b6. Rook f4. King g1.
Well, he's going to attack us if he loses.
He's a scary guy. I don't want to be attacked by Israel. Rook f2. Queen c1. Rook c2. Queen f1. And then what can black do? Rook f2 and just repeat?
That's good. That draws a good result from.
In this position, I think draw might be an okay result.
Okay, come on.
Well, what about a win for us somehow in these complications. Yeah, somehow. I'm just hoping. This is just hoping. It looks dangerous. Let's see what. Okay, Mamedov. I don't like what Mamedov did. I have no clue what Mamedov did, but this is not looking good anymore. He has to, like, where are Black's weaknesses? He has absolutely no weaknesses left on the board.
Yeah.
No, this looks actually worse for him.
Why not F4 and F5?
F4 94. Yeah, F5. Yeah. Okay, F4 is actually an interesting move, but I'm just going to move my rook. Let's see, rook e4.
Yeah.
F4, rook e4, and then that's a weakness forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like. This is not good. Mamedov didn't do something went wrong. Aleskerov, how is this position? Is he surviving?
Wait, is that Kavuski in that photo there?
Yes. That's Kavuski. That's Kostya.
They're completely broken there.
Okay. His trick is king f5, g4, g4, and then. But that's not doing much. Just king f5, knight d6, king e6. This looks bad, guys.
That's not a good thing.
This is 2-0 already. If this wins.
No, I don't think that this position's actually bad at all.
What do you mean?
No, in the Mamedov game.
Oh, in the Mamedov game. Well, he's gonna go for c4. But I'm really curious. Okay, wait, what?
Oh no, he has to resign.
SBR is
No. How did this happen?
G2 check first.
Rook g2. I told you these kids are scary, man. This Joshua Sheng and Michael Brown, they're very, very tough board 3 and 4. Yeah.
Let's just rely on
So right now,
Mamedov to somehow win.
so right now they're 2-0, most probably 3-0. Yeah, this is 3-0. And then if Mamedov doesn't win this, then and it doesn't look like he's gonna win this. Put the knight to d4. Black is going to put the knight to c4. This is a bad round for the hackers, guys. Painful, very painful round.
Next king f2, it's not obvious. You can't just call them wrong.
It's painful no matter what happens. We already lost 3 games, Christopher.
Oh.
It's painful. I mean, I surely think that Mamedov has chances to win, but the result is still pretty bad. Okay, so bishop f4, knight b2, huh? No, bishop f4, knight b2, and I'm forcing you to give the bishop, because otherwise you play knight d3.
That's
Hmm?
take 5 just.
Yeah, no, Fike's position looked pretty bad. I don't think there were any chances anymore. So this is for survival. This is for survival. I mean, there's still plenty of games left. There's still 8 rounds to play.
f4 here?
We really need this win. This is a very important win. It's crucial. If we lose 4-0 or 3.5, that's really bad. 3-1, it's still something that we can bounce off from. Maybe bishop takes g5. Why didn't he play bishop takes g5? Okay, actually I like this. I mean, the more open the position gets, the better the bishop becomes.
Yeah.
So I really don't think that g5 of black was a good idea. But he has some tactical ideas with knight g4. With knight g4 and knight f2 if you go knight king h3.
Knight g4, rook f1.
Yes, that's what he has to play, yeah. and maybe after that king h4. Okay, this is getting complicated. So I mean, I trust Mamedov whenever things are getting complicated. He's a very good in this type of positions.
I wonder if his opponent knows that well.
And I like the bishop. I really like the bishop. It's controlling those knights very, very well from f4. On c1, it was doing absolutely nothing.
And note that Mamedov is slightly up on time.
Yes,
So that may play a fact. I actually
Yes.
started to like this position.
I do also. I do also. Let's go Mamedov. Come on.
Come on, come on.
Come on, Mamedov.
It would really help to win this game.
It's
Someone.
crucial. Crucial. If you don't, yeah. I don't want to think what it's going to be if we don't win this game. We have to win this game. Rook d2. Come on. Rook d2, rook f2.
Yeah, right?
Hmm?
Simple.
But rook d2. Ah, yeah. Rook.
Did he? Oh wait, no, I was looking at rook takes g3, but there's bishop on c7.
You're right. Bishop takes. I thought that also. Yeah. Rook takes g3. I got deceived. Bishop d6. Come on. That king is starting to become. Whoa. Whoa. That king. Oh yes. Yes. It's getting closer and closer.
96? 96.
And then what? Knight f5. 96, knight f5. Knight c7, king d7, rook f7. King c8. How do you win? How do you give the checkmate there?
I don't know. Maybe just some different line after that. Like,
Oh
I
man.
mean,
Oh man, this is so intense. I don't like this actually. Something went wrong.
okay, he played knight f.
Something went terribly wrong.
Just take on e7.
No, just take the pawn. Take the pawn. Take pawns. Greedy.
King g.
King g4.
Rook
Let's
g3.
go. Oh.
King g2. King h2.
Oh.
King
Oh.
h2. But what can you take?
Yeah, he can.
Rook e6?
But that's not even more than a draw. Never more than a draw. Knight
Knight.
f5.
Take on e7?
This is very bad.
Bad? Is this position bad?
Yeah. In terms of, it doesn't look like he's going to win
There
any
was just
longer.
rook takes c3 maybe.
Is this position bad, really?
I think so.
I don't know. The time situation.
It's a draw.
No, don't draw. Don't draw.
He's gonna go for
He's
the
gonna
draw.
be-
Oh, come on.
Which is
Oh, he's not. He's not.
he's not going for the draw. But this is dangerous. This is really dangerous.
Oh, is he? Or maybe you'll think.
Yeah, draw.
Draw.
Terrible round for us, guys. 3.5 to a half. That takes the score all the way to
That's where
5.5 to 2.5.
That's where we were last week.
That's where we were last week.
And
So
we came back
and we almost came back, but
So they're putting in two more players. Who are they subbing? Who are they subbing out? Are they putting in two or one?
Are they?
They're making some substitutions.
right, they're putting Hillbilly. No, not Hillbilly.
just
Some
Hilby.
nickname.
Just Hilby.
Hilby. That's why I call him
Nice
Hillbilly.
idea.
That's why I call him Hillbilly. Wait. I wish it was 2.5 to 5.5. It's 5.5 to 2.5. This was a painful round, guys. 3.5 to 2.5. It's going to be difficult to bounce back from this one, but we were in the same position last week, and somehow we came back, and we only lost by a half point. You know, the smallest of the margins that you can lose by. So we'll see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. They're fighters, and
So who's playing?
hey, you go call Melik for the lesson.
No!
Go call Melik for the lesson.
He better throw us a couple of matches.
Uh-huh.
He better throw a couple of matches, or
Yes.
he'll lose a loyal customer.
Yes.
Just say me some quick
Tell him,
prep.
Dr. Melik, you know, I've been having this this problem. I believe if you don't lose the next two games, we have to separate. and then he's going to be like, no, 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 no. My best student, don't run away. I'm gonna throw my games. And then chess.com is going to disqualify us. Okay. So can you show me the round?
It's driving, so
So, I mean, not to bring back up
Mm-hmm.
my question earlier, but like if you're able to do substitutions like between rounds, I mean maybe like in this case, right, the player that they were going to substitute, say they're 2-0, they're just on fire, right? You don't want to
yeah.
just take them out, right?
Yeah, you do this.
It'd almost be the opposite. Like it would be like
Yeah, but you do these decisions before on Monday, so you don't really know what's going to happen.
You're allowed to, but then you're penalized for this.
Like basically, you're not gonna do that unless something really bad happens. All right. So Kachon, Izoria, Hilby.
You just have to keep pace.
I believe he's FM.
No, Hilby is a good player. I know him. Is he an
Yeah, but
IM
he's
or FM? Yeah.
FM.
Another
No, I-
touches.
I know.
Another
Actually,
Kachon
he is
student
another one.
versus Mamedov. Okay, I really like these pairings. Like we need to score heavy.
We need
This
to
round.
score 2.5 or 3.
We need to score heavy.
fresh player coming in. They're cold.
Well, the fresh player can lose this game.
If he gets 3-1, we're right back in.
I know, right? It's.
If he gets 3-1, we're right back in.
I know. It's,
Yes,
It's
3-1
not,
is good. If-
Christian,
Yeah.
do you happen to look in there after the Rook D3? See how he was.
No, no, he was
He
probably
seemed a little
off.
stunned.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you're playing white. You're playing white. You're expecting a very smooth game, grind down an advantage, and then you end up defending from move 10.
Oh, okay. So,
Checking checkmates at every corner. It's very unpleasant. Brown he's going to be
Christian,
I just turned 10.
10.
Well, a little more than a month ago, actually.
versus I am Aleskerov. And Schenk, which is going to be white.
Let's hope that
What should we hope for, Christopher?
3-1.
3.5.
3.5?
4-0.
I mean,
Always!
4-0, yeah.
4-0. Let's, I think we should be a bit objective also in our assessment. So maybe a 3.5, 3-1, 3.5, that's the good range. If we get that, we're back.
2.5, 1.5 would be a bit
2.5, 1.5 is going to be a large margin to
I mean,
bounce back from
a
the
draw
last
would
round.
be still doable, but winning is kind of out of question at least 2.5.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, guys. Round 3 is starting anytime soon.
It's a critical one.
They may have said it already.
No, they said it started.
It started already, so we just did some stuff around here, and now let's get back to it. So Hello Kostia is playing black again against Joshua Schenk.
I guess maybe he should play DJ.
Let's open up all the games first.
Okay.
Izoria versus Melik. Okay, finally your coach is gonna go down. I surely hope so.
Oh,
Who else?
I don't know how
Mamedov.
to answer that question.
Very diplomatic of you. Very diplomatic of you. The nom factor. So this is Hilby, Craig Hilby.
He might play G5.
Who else do we need to open up? Fike, yeah? Fike versus Michael Brown. Okay, let's start with Mamedov versus the newcomer FM Craig Hilby. This seems like the same position, like last game almost, right?
Let's see if Craig goes for G5.
So Mamedov is repeating. He had a good position at the beginning. He had a good position yesterday. He's repeating, not yesterday, last game. Sorry. He's repeating what he did, and he hopes that Black doesn't really know what to do. What's his name? Brown, Michael Brown. Yeah, he found that interesting
Look
idea
at
with.
G5. I see. Oh, see, he's a Melic student. This is what I
He's-
think.
Yeah, no, I mean, very aggressive. That's what I'm saying. But maybe a bit too aggressive, don't you? Oh. This is for sure preparation. If Hilby is not going down this game, I don't know which game we're going to win.
He played it so fast too.
No, this is
Yeah.
6 seconds.
like this is Mamedov's prep for sure. I expect Hilby to play something like King G7 and then maybe move the knight King H1 F3. Seems like a decent plan.
Without taking them?
No, without taking the
What
knight.
if Bishop H4 versus mostly?
But yeah, the question actually that's
What
a
if
good
he
question.
takes-
What if he takes
If
the
you
knight?
can play King G7, what happens?
So if he take on F3, Queen takes F3, then King G7. Now, what did Mamedov have in store for us?
D4 or something.
D4 take.
Didn't we see something similar in Carson Kayak in
It wasn't that. I mean, he took on G5 basically. Yeah. He sacrificed the piece in the recent encounter between Carlsen and
I don't
Koryaki.
know. Is he just gonna draw this game after take 6? I don't know why. I don't know.
Draw?
No.
Who?
I don't know.
Draw for who?
I just don't see anything better after taking King G7.
And then Queen G3? Only
Yeah.
Queen G3, Queen F3?
Yeah, what else can you do? G4.
Just a slow play, basically, and try to play for F4.
Black has nothing there.
Yeah, so King G7, I think the idea might be Bishop D5, so that Black doesn't have the ideas of sacrificing with D5, playing Bishop E7.
Mm-hmm.
So completely blocking that and then slowly bringing the knight maybe via F1.
Yeah.
I mean, King H1, Rook G1 could also be an idea.
Take a look at a different game. Let's take a look at this game. Michael Brown versus Vike. I think Vike doesn't have too many problems here. At least not in my opinion. I think that he's just playing for the center. He might think of
All right.
taking the G5 and F4. I don't know these many lines. So
I kind of
I don't
like
know the
I,
ideas of this line.
I'm okay with Black's position actually. I have a feeling that knight on E5 is going to get in trouble right now.
Yeah.
You cannot take on C5, so you will have to accept an isolated pawn after C takes D4, E takes D4. And the question is whether that isolated pawn is actually a strength or a weakness. And I have a feeling it's kind of both. It all depends on how they're going to play the game after that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's complicated. That's what we need. We need complicated positions. We cannot allow them to get good games out of the opening. There you go. 92. 92.
Maybe it was just his prep.
It is his prep. I guarantee you this is his prep. Christopher, he thought for 7 seconds. Do you think he gives a piece in less than 7 seconds just for fun?
No.
I don't think so.
That's
Yes, that's what you know. That's not what you should do. Ah, tricky. Bishop d5, knight c4, knight e3. That's the plan. Because then you cannot take with the bishop. I take with the f pawn. So knight c4, knight e3, and it looks as if black is going to have some difficulties defending that knight. I really don't see a way to do that.
Maybe knight to b8, and if you take on b7, rook a7, the idea is to place the move c6.
I'm not going to take on b7. I don't care about that pawn.
Yeah,
I really don't care about that pawn. I need to find something else. So after knight b8, which by the way I think it's a very good move. Knight c4 I will play.
The c6, pawn to c6.
c6. Yes, unpleasant.
And you also want to get your knight to d7.
Unpleasant, very unpleasant. Yeah, knight b8 is a really good move.
Maybe he had something prepped for that move.
I think he does. I think he
About
does.
before-
Before then,
before
and
a5 and bishop takes b7.
very cute, very cute. Good find, Dinesh. Yeah. So in case he goes knight b8, now the thing is the rook is getting trapped. So all we need to do is find a way to displace this bishop, put it either on, or to put it on a7, and then we can take on b7 and trap the rook on a8. So b4, bishop b6, a5, bishop a7, bishop takes b7. Very nice detail, and black would be lost. So let's see. Queen e7. I expect knight c4, the same plan. Knight c4, knight e3, knight g4 seems extremely powerful. And this detail that he doesn't have knight b8 is extremely influential. So, do you see a defense after knight c4? Do you think we should start knight c4 or b4 first?
b4? I mean, improve your position to the maximum.
Correct. Should we displace that bishop to a7? Ah, king h1. But the thing is, the guy is playing so fast. This is very intriguing to me.
I think that he wants to play the move g4. And
No,
then
he wants to
g5.
play queen g3 f4. He wants to play f4. That's
No, why not g4 and g5? I don't understand. g4, g5, use the g5. It might actually be as ideal with king h1 because he wants to rook on g1 to keep on attacking. It may seem like a crazy idea, but
it's interesting. It's not crazy. It's definitely not crazy.
I think that might actually be what he was thinking about.
That might be. Yeah. Okay, let's get to the other games. Mamedov, I trust he's going to get an easy win. He's well prepared, so I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. I'm curious about Hello Kostia. Very difficult defense. Another very difficult defense. No, the bishop again. He's falling for this strategic grinds. Knight against the bishop. Now c5 with the idea c4 never works because I have knight b2, knight c4, which I actually think is the main plan in this position. Knight b2, knight c4, attack the e5 pawn, then rook d1. No, this is terrible. This is a terrible position.
Wow. Maybe rook a5 and rook takes a4. Go for
That's the
something.
thing. That's the thing. The problem is that black simply doesn't have any counterplay.
That's the only thing you could hope for. That exchange sacrifice.
Maybe exchange sacrifice with rook a5, but then I go rook d1.
Okay, yeah.
It just seems like even if you take the a4 pawn, you're not going to have any attack. Your bishop is still going to be a terrible piece. Somehow you have actually put in rook a5, then rook takes a4, and somehow put the bishop on d4, queen a5, bishop c5.
Yeah, another idea after that is to play a move like c5 and then c4.
I don't think you have time for that. I
That's
put my
the
rook
only
on the
problem.
7th rank.
Yeah,
I put my rook on the 7th rank. Yeah, no, this looks
What
pretty
about
bad.
something like queen a5 followed by bishop c5? I mean, queen a5, rook b5 looks absolutely disgusting, but
In
maybe
this
necessary.
position, in this
Queen
position,
a5 followed by bishop c5,
to
hoping
put the
that
bishop
white
on
would take-
d4, yeah?
Yeah, and d4 to clockwise.
Okay, the problem with that, is from a quick calculation. After queen a5, rook d7, bishop c5, queen e2, bishop d4, queen c4, and your pawns are starting to be quite fragile on the king side. And again, your bishop, even on d4, is not doing anything. It's just it's a nice piece. It's a much improved piece, but it's still not doing much. This is ugly. So Kostya is having a very difficult position.
Let's hope that he can somehow get a result.
Let's hope that
Yeah, he's not
Zviad.
had such a good league. I don't think he has won a single game.
Yes, Kostya is suffering at the moment.
This is
Probably.
an interesting position.
What do you think of this position,
Yeah, he hasn't
Christopher?
scored at all.
Interesting.
Do you think White has good chances of creating an
Both?
advantage?
I mean, both sides have good chances. Is the thing. It's a very interesting endgame itself.
Knight f4, knight d4.
What is g5?
I don't like this move, bishop b5 by no, knight d2 or knight d4. Actually, maybe knight d4 is better.
Yeah.
Knight d4, and then the f5 pawn is going to be weak.
Yeah.
Oh, oops! I really like this I'm starting to like this for White. g5 is a terrible move in my opinion. Weakening the f5 pawn. Very careless
Well,
by
I'm not
Black.
sure about careless because maybe he wants to get his king to g6 and play h5, h4, and somehow get something. Just king g7 and king g6. And
He has to play king g7. Yeah, he has to play king g7. Otherwise, knight g3 is coming, and you're forced to play f4, and that's going to be a huge weakness. Oh, okay. Malik is playing very interesting this game, but now I'm going to play knight g3. I want to exchange those knights. I would be very happy to exchange those knights.
that is just a 2-result position.
Very good. Good knight against bad bishop, yeah? Or more or less bad bishop. It's not that bad, but it's much better than in Kostya's position, that's for sure. But
Much better. Let's
so
take a look at what Mamedov did, actually. b4.
now Mamedov is winning this game.
Look, yeah.
Mamedov has to be winning this game. If he doesn't win this game, then the match is over.
What do you think of the idea
The
of playing
match is
bishop
over.
g4?
What
Black
a
plays bishop
strong
g4,
thing to
then maybe king g6.
No, but bishop g4, I go queen g3.
I
don't
play
take
king
that.
g6
Oh, and then I take your bishop.
on g4.
No, because the bishop was attacked on c5. So
Oh, c5.
yeah,
I mean,
he played
yeah,
d4, bishop a7, and now
Yeah,
b5.
I meant bishop g4 as an idea. Like obviously, if not bishop g4 is if the bishop is hanging.
Okay, knight gate, b6, b6, yeah, has to be played
Roll the pawn.
to kill that bishop, yeah. And then something, I don't know what, but something has to be done.
It just seems like last card.
But he's gonna play after b6. He's going to play c takes and then b5. You know, next.
How about like knight c4 first and then b6?
Yeah. Again, I think Black wants to play rook h6, rook g6.
Oh, knight c4 might be the improvement because then you get to play knight e3.
So knight
without
c4, knight c4. I go rook h6,
d6.
and I might even give you that rook.
I think I have an idea.
Yes. I'd like take.
Yeah, you
Take
probably
and then
have an
just-
exchange there.
I don't
Just
know.
sack the
Okay,
exchange.
oh, right.
You could take and then you could play the move g4.
Okay, so this is still very complicated. Mamedov has a huge time advantage though, so I trust he's going to find something. I think this is a very important game. If Fight manages to do something good,
We have better chances.
yes, but does he? Oh man, this pin looks so bad. Knight c3.
Queen f8. Then you can take and then no queen f8.
I think we're.
Then d5. I'm not sure. Okay, knight g3. This is what he does. Bishop d3. I don't know. He can take the pawn.
No, if I take on f5, and that's that.
That's that. I mean, queen f6 and then g6.
Queen f6, knight g3 back.
No, I think that actual problem with that is that you can take on c5.
Also take c5, yeah.
But I think it's actually tough.
It's a very tough position. I really don't see what Timo, you want to start for a few minutes?
Continue.
Or anybody?
Well. So is 5 just slightly worse here? C5 seems to be just falling. Is he going to have counterplay with maybe bishop d3 followed by f4?
I mean, why can't he just play queen takes c5 here? Isn't 5 just doing just fine? I like his position.
Oh, I don't. Oh yeah. I thought f5 would be hanging. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So queen trades and then rook is ready to come to c2.
Okay, he's doing fine, but he's winning. That's the
Yeah, I think Mohamed got back to peace.
Look at the time situation. A nice 3-minute
Okay. So
advantage.
let's take a look. Mamedov.
Mamedov is coming.
The point is, bishop takes e6, and now after knight takes or pawn takes, we have just b6.
Well, if knight takes,
No,
you
knight
don't have
takes rook
b6,
a1,
but
rook
rook
Oh, no.
a1.
Oh yeah, right.
Knight takes.
Knight takes
a1.
e6. Rook g a1. True.
Oh, and the
Wow.
pimp still stays. The pimp still stays on h4 b8 diagonal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
and there are no jumps. Bishop takes
I think
F2,
B6
no, it doesn't
worse.
I can just take on f2
Yeah.
if I want.
or f6.
Or take on f6, yeah.
Yeah.
Take on f6, much
Uh,
better.
B6
Oh, yeah.
doesn't work because
Yeah, rook a7.
pretty much, and then you take the knight and then you take the rook.
Of course. So
Everything falls apart.
b6 rook takes,
Yeah.
and distraction because
Yeah.
f6 will be weak.
Not good.
hmm
Good for our team.
So Mamedov definitely out prepared his opponent here. Wow, almost 10 minutes to 2.5
That was like an atomic bomb.
Yeah, wow. B6 rook takes a7 lights out game over.
That looks pretty
Almost lights out. Yeah,
That's
pretty
lights
much. Lights out.
That's
After
lights out.
rook takes a7, rook takes queen d8 forced, and then you can play.
Bishop f6, queen takes h5 after
Yeah.
that, and then take on c6. You have like 10 pawns up.
Mhm.
Brilliant. Well, nice preparation is all I have to say. Nice sacrifice.
Check Melik's game because we might get another
Isoria
win.
versus
I really
Chirila.
like this position.
This position
Oh,
looks very boring.
This is probably a technical conversion for white. I mean, d5 is just a bad pawn. The pawn structure on the king side is shattered. So now I think white just wants to exchange the rooks, and after that the winning is pretty trivial. So f3, is he preparing g4?
Yeah, and then maybe he wants to play rook h1 and get it on h5. Get your rook to a better
Yeah,
spot.
that one of the new ones.
Okay, so king g5. Now maybe start with rook h1, followed by rook d1. Okay, I guess that makes also sense. So I was thinking of rook h here, play rook h1 instead, and then
h5? I think g4 first is better, actually.
but g4 then there might be h5
Then you can take, and the king's mixed placed, you can play
You can
rook
run
g1 and everything.
or king f4. Okay,
Yeah.
so h5. Knight c2 followed by knight e3 with huge pressure on c5, and
No, d5.
or d5 first. Bishop e6, knight e3, rook d8. Do we have c4?
Oh, because of,
No,
yeah.
C4D.
But then
C4,
knight
d5,
d5.
Knight d5 exactly. Oh, d4. So he's giving up on a2, but still I have to say I like white's position so much more. Rook takes, bishop takes a2. That's not even a critical pawn.
This is Azoria.
Soria is winning.
So Mamedov's winning. Izoria's winning. Where's our third one?
Well, his already is very far from winning, but he has a better position.
If we just say those two. Those two, where's our third one?
He's gonna lose.
Yeah. Who?
Kostia
Kostia
is-
is, yeah, that's game over for sure. That was game over for a while now.
So
So how's Spike?
so we have to rely on Fike. He has a superior bishop on d3, but I mean the conversion will take a lot. He will be able to probably he wants to blockade the king side first with h4, and then look for a place for his king on the queen side. Maybe wait for the right moment to penetrate. Penetrate with bishop takes e2 followed by rook c2. If he can get, if he can get his king to b3, then it's game over.
This is just a very nice
Wait, he
position to
played
play
d4, yeah?
for black.
Yeah.
There's nothing white can really do except
Okay, knight d4, but
Rook
now
c1.
rook c1 is always on the cards.
Fight for the win. Fight. He's gonna put him in Zuzwa.
Or maybe
Rook
even
c1,
checkmate. Rook
knight-
c1
knight
and then
e2.
h4.
Exactly. Knight 2, rook b1, and then h4, and then you're in Zuzwa.
That's beautiful because
Right?
rook f1 is mate.
Come on, fight.
So
Come on.
we have to be quite kind of optimistic here. 3-1 would be awesome for us.
Awesome, because if we got another free one score, we'll win the match. We
So
can have some
I think Fike may have played a bit inaccurately here with h4 first, allowing rook d1 for example. I mean, this knight on d4 isn't such a bad piece because it's actually doing the job of protecting c2. King h5, so Fike wants to force g4. I mean, white can obviously never allow g3, so takes, king takes, but now g2 might be a slight weakness. Although I don't see how black can pile up all his forces on the g pawn.
tough. Why couldn't white just play g4 or g3 last move? And for example, if after g4, and try to stop something, because if he takes and the king takes
I
back.
believe we still have
it's
this
not
kind
gonna
of Zugzwang position, so the rook might be ready to swing to the f file instead. Although, actually, probably not, because rook c1 followed by rook c6 would give too much counterplay. So I think Fike played a bit accurately here. So instead of h4, he should have started with rook c1. He probably just overlooked rook d1, a simple response, preventing the rook invasion on c2 and c1. And now it's not all that clear
No, I
how.
don't like knight e6. Knight e6 and knight f4.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh no.
actually no, that's not too bad because he can play rook
Because you go
c2.
g3, huh? At the end.
Rook c2.
So knight rook c2, and then knight f4, and then after king g5, you take on g4.
So maybe that's there was a slight trap that
Yeah, rook c2 is good.
our
Really, it's
hillbilly
not, it's not winning
just fell
anymore,
for.
Christopher, I think.
No, it wasn't. It's not. Yeah, but
No,
look
this
at
was-
look at the time situation.
we need to win this game. We need to win this game.
It's pretty good after rook c2. It doesn't have to.
2.5 is not gonna cut it.
Then we can get 4-0. It's not over.
2.5 is not gonna cut. Mamedov won, yeah? Good, Mamedov won, so that's 1-1. What about no, Kosei is
I mean,
just, that's I mean with that bishop just from the beginning.
Okay.
Oh no! You don't have to take it. Take b2 first. You want up one tempo. You didn't have to take on g4. So
No, it's the g3 square that he's going for.
okay, you have a point. You have a point there.
Seems pretty
But if you go to g3, e4 check, so I
But
guess you
it's-
just take
it's
on
fine.
b2.
Yeah. Still, there will be
No, but
e4
then I
checks.
just go king
So
g6.
Take on b2.
takes on rook d6, king g3. There will always be
Checkmate.
That's not winning.
Oh.
Wait, what happened? Is he winning? No, he's not. Not anymore.
a5.
A5, A4, that has to be played.
okay. Actually, that might give him some chances.
A5, A4 has to be played.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
What about
he's gonna-
a4? Or a4 b4 simple.
Yeah, rook d5.
Yeah.
I don't know. A4 is actually a pretty good move.
Let's hope that he doesn't play it. I
No,
wonder
but
what
there
he will.
there are ideas with h3
Yes, very
sometimes.
nice, very nice. But
Although there's
no, I
still
just
checks.
check,
No, once
and then that's just a draw.
actually
So
no.
A4, B4, rook D4 check. King F5, rook D5.
Yeah.
But then maybe you can go King E4, yeah, and try to support the B pawn. Come on, go b4. You have to play b4. Like there's nothing else you can do.
Come on, let's hope that he understands our team situation.
He certainly does. He certainly does. He has to play b4. Yeah, and then Thai his chances.
Yeah, doesn't have too much time. Chances.
Yeah, b4 has to be played. Sacrifice the pawn and then just hope for something with the b pawn.
Oh,
King f5.
What is this?
Oh, he's coming in the square of the b pawn, and then but is that enough?
I think
I mean-
even rook takes b5 works after this.
No, but the a pawn's running. King
Why do king e6 you play?
it's in the just in the square. Although you still have to
But
call
then
it.
he goes rook h5 or something.
I think-
or e4. Yeah.
I think the e pawn is.
Well, why?
Wait, no.
oh, you can take him for a4, right?
Yeah. A4. This pawn is one square too slow.
Yes, I
It
think
should
so.
it should be on e4 for it to work.
King d7. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is game over. a3.
The pawn is just faster.
Is
Oh.
it?
No, there's a trick.
No, there's a check.
It's round too fast. Damn it. It looked so fast though.
Oh my.
Oh
God.
man, how did he calculate all this?
And both promotions take away
Just
the
draw.
e4 check.
Draw.
You can still
That's
get
a draw.
3.5 in the last round. It's not over.
That's a draw. That's a draw. How'd he escaped? These guys are calculating like machines. So that's half a point. One is the question is Malik versus Riyadh. How was that?
Yeah, I mean actually here black has to be careful not to lose.
No, he's not.
Okay, keeping the queens in the first
No
draw.
way. There's no way he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
let's
queen
go
d4.
to
Go to
let's go-
Zoria's.
let's go to Zoria.
So he's grinding, but he's so low on time.
That's concerning.
Wait, he just played knight g4,
Knight
Yeah,
and
takes-
his time is running.
Why is
No,
it
no,
not
no.
running?
It's a lag.
No.
I think it's a lag. It's a
Yeah,
lag
why is
on
this
the
timing?
internet. Oh, or is it a lag on the internet? Maybe we should refresh the page.
Should be allowed. Yeah. Right now it's.
Okay, watch his
Let's
time switches.
refresh. Let's
Yeah.
refresh. Ah, there we have it.
There we have
Okay, so
it.
he has 1 minute to 3 minutes. It's somewhat concerning because in a time scramble.
No, but all the pawns are defended by that bishop. on
Yeah,
b3.
just
Mhm.
f6 right now.
f6, king g6 maybe. No,
95.
king g6, 95, and then rook b8. That might be something.
Yeah,
He has to play f6 though. It looks like
if he wants.
95. Okay.
Well,
No, it's okay. He's keeping the tension.
Yeah, he can wait for the right moment to play f6.
Now the problem is he's gonna go rook c2, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen after that.
But is he setting up some mate threat? F6 followed by rook b8.
Yeah, and then what?
yeah.
But the king
King
is
stays on h7.
it's too safe there.
King stays on h7. And I always have checks on the second rank.
Yeah.
You cannot use your king. Yeah, this doesn't look
King
good.
Oh,
e6.
King h6?
That gives
That's a little questionable.
no. There's check.
And then king to e3 followed by knight g4.
Oh, but is that
Yeah.
winning?
That's the
He
that's
can just take on
the
b2.
problem. Yeah.
He can just take on b2 now.
Oh, true.
That's
Take on f7.
King g6.
oh,
Or probably lost even.
Maybe even worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's okay. He's going for the win. He wants our team to win badly. Okay, so he wants to try to cut off the king. Interesting.
Question is, how is he gonna do that though?
No, like how's he gonna make? How's he gonna finish
I
him
don't know
off?
what happens after a3, to be honest.
He
not really
wants
sure
our
what-
he wants our team to win. He wants to go for a risk.
Ah, wait. King? No. And king f4. And king f4. Rook
But-
h8 with rook h6 after that.
No,
But he
maybe-
goes king
Maybe
h7.
here first, then knight. No.
Let's see what he played. Did he go king h4? If he goes king h4, yeah, king h4. That's that. There's nothing here. A2.
A2, what does Zoria have? What did he see?
Nothing. Unfortunately, nothing, Christopher.
Do we have to win 4-0?
We have to win 3.5 to tie or 4-0. This was unnecessary, I think.
Wow, what a shock.
This push was unnecessary.
Actually, my coach.
Your
now
coach
I'm
is
sad.
killing us. Your coach is
Yeah.
destroying us.
I
Alright,
can't
let
say
me
anything
go,
mean to
to
him.
update the.
How did
This
he
is-
lose that position? I don't get it.
Don't depress him because he's gonna get depressed. Then
Christopher's in the window.
So if I drew. Wait, did we lose this match?
Yeah.
Oh man, we lost 2.5? So
We
that's
have to
like
get 4-0
if we
to
don't
tie.
get 4-0 to time. Oh my god. This was painful. Very, very painful. Okay. Let's update this. After
How did the Zorias
After
win?
3 rounds, the score is, so they beat us 2.5. That means they have 8 points, and we have 4 points. And if they get a draw, they win this match. So
We have to
that was
win.
that's tough. That's tough, guys. That's a very tough loss. The Battle of California seems to be going down south. It's pretty bad. Kachan, can I see the pairings just to update them?
I'm just.
So Kachan is going to be white, right? Against who?
Mamedov.
GM Mamedov as black. Okay. And then FM Hilby.
Will be playing Isoria. Will be white.
Hilby is white. And he's playing GM Isoria.
Next is brown.
Who's going to
black
be-
against Kavitsky.
Who's going to be black? Brown is black, right?
Against Kavitsky.
I am Kavutsky. I'm very depressed right now. I'm extremely depressed. This was a very unexpected result, guys. I'm very saddened by what's happening. It's okay. We'll get to those playoffs.
Now Velik. No, I'm not saying that.
Aleskarov, yeah? That's Sheng is black
white.
against Aleskarov.
Yeah, Oscar white.
Alright, guys. Round 4 is about to start if it didn't start yet. So we're facing an almost impossible challenge.
Winning all
We have
4
to win
games.
4 games out of 4 to tie the match. So at the moment, yeah,
We have to celebrate if we somehow tie this one.
the grass is greener down south. We're doing bad. We're doing really bad. It's okay. It's okay. The games haven't started yet, from what my understanding. Yeah, the games haven't started. Any critical moments from this round?
The one.
Fike definitely missed his chance with Rook C1.
Oh,
the
yes.
Azoria moment.
Which moment?
Against the Melik, against my
Yes,
coach.
yes. Oh, bye, Manas. Talk to you tomorrow.
Why is Manos leaving? I'm just wondering.
He's very tired. It's very late. It's like almost 9.
So I have a feeling this endgame should be grindable. Is that a word? Grindable?
Sure. Nowadays.
It probably is a word. So yeah, here 93 is
Just adjectify every word.
right. Rook d4, right? Much better than
Makes sense,
93.
yeah.
Rook d4, 93.
Followed by
F4.
maybe.
By the way, can you make moves during the game to actually
That's really weird with chess. I don't think it works well.
show the audience what we're thinking about? You probably cannot.
Yeah, it just overrides the entire game, so it doesn't work too well.
All right. The games haven't started yet.
Yes, starting
So yeah,
with
just
that.
rook d4, 93, f4, and then f5. At some point, you're going to have to win that d5 pawn. And yeah, c4 if it puts the rook on d8. This has to be, grindable. Yeah, this is the new word. Chess word, new chess word, grindable.
Yeah.
Instead, he played the move 93, which allowed d4, getting rid of his only weakness. And after rook takes, did he play rook takes d4 or pawn takes d4? Bishop takes a2, c4, but this is not enough. The bishop doesn't get trapped. He probably plays something like bishop here, bishop a4,
Bishop b1, probably more
or
accurate.
bishop b1. The bishop is very strong once the position actually opens up.
Yeah.
I mean, white should still have an advantage. I'm sure maybe Karpov would win this type of positions because of the bad pawn structure on the king side for black. But it's very difficult with low time control. Is an almost impossible conversion. So I think this is where we missed our chance. At least this match. This could have been our game basically.
I guess
So-
all of our players must pray for the win.
All the players must pray. Yeah, praying is overrated. They just have to play good games,
Austria really needs to start scoring.
They have to play good games and score some points. Score 4 points out of 4, and that's it.
Some points, half a point.
We can pray. They don't have time to pray. We have time to pray.
Okay, yeah, maybe the games have started.
I don't know. The games are not shown on my display here.
Sorry. No, it's okay.
In 1 minute.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 1 minute.
Oh, they just started.
They started. Okay.
Live. I'm just seeing
So
two
we're
games.
live with the last round.
We alive?
I think so. I don't see the games, but I will find them.
You can. You can.
Oh, there it is.
You can type follow slash then or slash follow there and then.
So Mamedov going with g6, going for the Pirts, going for something unexpected. Let's see what Izoria is doing. Izoria obviously is going to open up with the Sicilian. A6, another unexpected thing, unexpected move. Now c4 usually is the is the theory. Who else is there? So we have Melik versus Mamedov, the Nom Nom.
Hello, Ghost.
Factor. Hello Kostya, where is?
Izoria,
Oh, hello
1, 2, 3.
Kostya. There we are. There we have it. And then the last
Aleskerov.
match, Aleskerov.
Versus JJ. JJ also.
There it is. Okay,
Oh, we have the
So,
wing gambit.
we have how do you call it?
I think it's the wing gambit.
The wing gambit. So a3, we're going to sacrifice this
Wow.
pawn.
He's really going for that at the kill.
I mean, we're going for 4-0, guys. This is
Nothing.
there's absolutely nothing to lose.
Wow.
4-0, 3.5, like 3.5 or 2.5. It means nothing. Okay, the tie breaks mean something at the end, but we really have to go for that 4-0 right now. That's our only chance. Everybody seems to be doing so.
Melik and it's
Melik
just
is chilling.
just liquidating.
So Melik is forcing a draw.
Just chilling.
Well, he, maybe he will force a draw. Maybe, maybe I see black getting the advantage very, very often in this type of structures, especially when white is just struggling to find every drawish move.
I mean, this is
at all
clearly a
costs.
verse version of the King's Gambit
The king-
line.
The King's Gambit or the King's Indian?
King's Indian.
King's Indian, right?
King's Indian, of course.
I don't know. Is it worse for black or
No,
for white?
For white.
Right,
White
right,
definitely
right.
doesn't have that same pressure he would normally have.
But the thing is, what white has, he has the d5 square. With a knight on b8, I would be able to put the pawn on c6 and maybe like not allow you to do that. Right now, I'm not really sure what you're going to play after. I'm going to try to make a draw at all costs. Yeah, that's my plan. So, what if I go rook fd1, for example? Rook fd1, and then my point is to play knight d5.
How about knight d4?
Yeah, right? Knight d4.
Knight b4, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to play. Okay, I like that move.
What if you play knight d4 instead of b?
And
D.
then after knight b4, I'm going to take on e5.
And then
You take on c2.
C2, yeah.
I play rook ac1,
knight d4.
knight d4.
There's no more pawn on e5. But still,
Well, you know what? If this is going to be the draw and all the others are going to win, I think we have a good chance. This is, black is going to try to grind. That's for sure. Let's look at the other games. So Kostia, what was this? Oh, this is a very strange. So he plays d6, and after a3 he takes. Okay. Knight takes d2. Okay,
This might be
usually
some Bogo Indian.
it is the Bogo Indian. Yeah, it's theory. Yeah, it's theory. In general, I think queen takes d2 is a theory. But knight takes d2 has a clear idea of supporting e4.
Of course. Yeah.
So right now I'm thinking e4 could be a good move. d5 probably, and then e5, and the position gets extremely complicated. So I don't know. Chess.com I think has the wrong score for this one. It's not 9-3 from my understanding. It's not 9-3, right?
No.
It's not 9-3. Is actually 8-4 from our calculation. So
Yeah, 8-4. They must have recorded.
Which game did you last one?
I think on the chess.com on the main broadcast they have 9-3
They
as
might have messed up Mamedov's result.
yeah.
Yes,
What do you think? Should we go e4?
Yeah. of
Let's go
course.
let's go e4. I think he should go e4. He should go for the kill, like there's not the thing right now. Kostia is spending way too much time. He's underestimating the value of time. It's extremely important to build some sort of clock differential and actually put the pressure on your opponent rather than have yourself being pressurized on time. So I don't like his strategy. I am myself guilty of that also. I spend a lot of time. It's not a good strategy. Let's see. Aleskirov. I mean, I'm not even going to go too much into detail.
It's weird in Kosti's game.
Yes.
Knight takes d2 isn't even on my live database.
It's not even a move, huh?
No.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's ideas obviously, but yeah, the position is
Maybe
probably okay for black already.
Actually, online database.
maybe Greek gift ideas.
Great gift on h7, so knight f3 first.
Yeah.
Knight f3 first, and then maybe some ideas with bishop takes h7. I think after knight f3, he's going to go maybe something like h6.
And then h4 and then
h4 and knight g5, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
What
I
we need to
agree.
win a game.
I agree, and the thing is that black cannot really play d6 to release the tension in the center, because then my dark square bishop opens up. Yeah, so he can never play d6 because this guy is going to kill him. Interesting position. Fike definitely has chances.
Let's take a look at Azoria's game.
Let's look at Isoria's game. Well, this has to be theory. This surely has to be theory. What about Melik? What is Melik doing?
I don't know. I wonder.
Did Melik did he not play yet?
He played.
He played, right? Okay, so somehow we're let's refresh this. Oh wow, the position is completely different than what I thought.
Oh.
So I really like the direction this was taken. So
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
wow, just wow. Like
Very
I
good
gotten
point.
the bishop there, queenside majority. The double pawns on the h file aren't that weak actually, or even that bad because the f passed pawn is most likely not going to be dangerous.
Well, he's losing a pawn, isn't he?
No, well, it's an exchange, but it's just winning for me. So
If
you're talking about knight
if you
f6.
play f3, then I take and rook e8.
Oh, true. Okay.
What about
So I think you have to play rook e1.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Mamedov has really good winning chances. Just knight f6.
But after rook e1, maybe I'm playing king f7 with the idea rook e8.
Very comfortable.
Absolutely.
Comfortable play, yeah, for black definitely. I mean this
Just
this
C-
is what we want. Yeah.
just C4 and D3
Wait,
ideas.
The
pretty
question
much.
is I have to do something here. I have to close this for a second. Put the analysis board. And now let's see it. Aleskirov.
Oh,
Except
what happened?
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa. Let's look at the last few moves, guys. So f5. Oh, so bishop e7, h4 with the idea knight g5, obviously. f5. Take.
Wow.
What is Fike doing? Is this working? Rook e8.
No, let's think. Let's take a pause in this position.
Well, he took a pause
He's
also.
taking it.
He's taking a pause also. Now, I'm
Yeah.
seeing something interesting. What if I go the move queen f7, king
Yeah.
h8, and then h5?
That's crazy.
h5 with the idea
Yeah.
h6, you know?
Wow.
Does that work?
I don't know. Maybe he can work with the wings gambit, and I think it works.
There has
So-
he has to play something like rook
Queen
f8.
f7,
Wow.
rook f8, queen g6. And now you have to, you're done, yeah?
wait, what's happening to queen h7, king f8, queen h8, bishop f6, queen g7, and then knight f7?
Well, bishop f6, king f6.
Alright.
Wait, why can't you just play
So,
queen h7 followed by queen g6? Followed by knight h7. You're completely winning.
are you?
Yeah, and if king e7, bishop a3.
But d6.
Queen f7 checkmate. I like that idea, but the thing with
Rook e7, knight h7.
no, after king f8, queen g6, I go back king g8.
h5 then.
No, but it would be better than the king on h8.
Yeah.
That's the
Like
question.
h5.
But the idea is
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, you have to play. Put the king on h8 and then use your h pawn to win. This looks actually very good. Queen f7,
Wow.
king h8. Let's see if Ike is going for it.
Yeah, let's take our eyes stuck on this game.
Just
Yeah.
for a second, because
Yeah.
I really have one idea that Fike is going to win this game quite comfortably.
Wow, the wings gambit. This might start in.
We're on the right track. 1-0 for us. This is going to be 1-0. All right. Let's see Melik versus Mamedov.
So he didn't go for the king f7 plan, but still, just pushing the pawns on the queen side.
Look at the time. Look at the time. Melik is starting to feel the hit. So I really like this d3 maybe, and take on b2 at some point. I really feel this has to be, what Mamedov wanted from the beginning of the game. d3, c takes d3, bishop takes b2. and then the c pawn seems to be very strong. Could be an idea. I'm sure maybe there are some other ideas as well.
Sounds good. Let's.
Sounds good to you?
Yeah. Let's just
Christopher?
check if.
Let's check the other games also. Let's check the
Kostya
other
has
games.
opened the H file,
Okay, Kostya is going for it. Let's see.
and I mean,
The
Even
Nom Nom
is,
versus Zviad. This is bad, guys.
Oh, he's in here.
We're getting excited, but Zviad after rook takes b7 is kind of. I mean, there's no way he wins this position.
Well, he could play bishop b5 and just get his knight on c5. Try to push the a pawn. It's actually not easy at all. It's interesting. Maybe he can somehow.
okay, 2 pawns exchange. There's some try.
I'm very.
Black has an easy plan of centralization with the king, so I agree with Christopher. It's definitely not easy, especially in rapid.
I like what Kostya is doing. He gave up a pawn, very good strategy for this time control. And now he's playing queen d3, queen h3 next move.
Yeah.
So what exactly is black trying to do? Probably f5. I mean, queen d3, queen h3 is not going to be like deadly.
The queen is under attack, so where does he go?
Queen e7. I think he has to go to e7. On g2 you're losing it.
Yeah,
On g2 you play bishop f3 and that's game over.
Yeah.
So I think the only move is queen e7.
Yeah. It would really help if he didn't play it.
Yeah, it would help if he didn't play queen e7, and then the question is how are you building your attack as white? I proposed queen d3, queen h3. The problem is that he always has this move f5, and queen h8 is not really doing that much.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a little bit concerned. But he has more time. It's a very double-edged position, so the game is not over by any means. What I'm worried is this game. We have to win 4-0. This doesn't look like it's happening.
Whoa.
Is this okay? Is this better for us? I think this is an improvement for us. King e7. I think this is an improvement. The king is free now. Yeah, no, this is definitely an improvement. I can play bishop b3, a5, a4, a3, a2.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. Absolutely. I like this. Oh my god, if we win 4-0 this round, that's going to be like the comeback of the Pro Chess League.
I know, I'm playing the Wings Gambit. Let's check that game because it hasn't quite finished yet.
Which one?
The fight game.
The fight game.
Yeah. No.
This one?
No, it's up, yeah. Because, no.
Game over, yeah?
If he takes h6, beautiful.
Well,
Absolutely beautiful.
well, he...
Right? h6, amazing.
Is that winning?
Yeah, it is.
Is that winning?
If he takes with the bishop, I take with the queen, and I play queen h8, queen takes g7.
Correct. Beautiful game by Faik.
Wow. I think that this is like...
Wait, what if... if you go bishop h4, you just take with the bishop. Very nice. Okay, Faik is he's awake.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, actually, bishop takes g7 now, huh? I think it's better than pawn
Followed
takes
by
g7.
h7.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Let's just wait if he plays it or not, okay?
Bishop takes g7 and the game is over.
Yeah, he might not play it, so let's just stay tuned. Let's just stay tuned a little more to see if he gets the finishing touch in. There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Game is over. Okay, so 1-0 for us. What about Mr. Mamedov? Is he pulling through? Something happened. Something bad happened.
The stream's really laggy. I think.
Is the stream laggy?
Yeah, I think there are too many
it's
devices
probably the
connected.
internet here. Huh?
There are too many devices connected, probably.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do it from my home next time. And then we can just connect on Skype.
Wonder what happened. Wow, it all went wrong.
Yeah, it definitely went wrong.
But our only hope is a time situation.
Yeah, and not even that is not that. You know. Good
Good job.
Good job. Good job. Nice game.
Nice desperation.
It was mad. The previous game, I couldn't.
So Zviad, actually, I like Zviad's chances. With a5, a4, I think this could be turning into something interesting.
How's Costa doing?
Kostya, it's a complicated game, yeah? I mean, Queen h3 is coming, f5, he's going to defend, but, you know, there's a lot of possibilities.
How about Ralph?
Rauf is difficult. Rauf is difficult. He had a much better position, but right now it's
He can probably hold maybe, but it's
he's holding, yeah, for sure. I mean, probably he's holding, but yeah,
He has to win.
this is pretty much over. There's no way White is losing this
you
game.
can take and then you can go for the a4.
You have to take. You have
That's
to
the
take.
thing. That's the.
You have to
that's
take, but then Rook takes d6. I'm threatening Rook f6.
So you just come
Game
on,
is
you
over.
just don't offer a draw.
Yeah, but again, I mean,
That's one
there's
thing you don't do.
there's not really something that you can play. Bishop c2, Rook a6. Exchange those pawns, and only White can play for you.
Rook b5? I don't know. Maybe black can play for it?
What do you mean? Rook
Oh,
a6?
yeah, oh yeah, rook a6. No, not if he does that.
No, Rook a6. Then I take on a4. So
Well, it's okay if this game's a draw. We can improve our
your
time.
coach destroyed us. This is actually very,
Wow.
very sad. A very sad situation.
You have to confess.
Conflict of interest, Christopher. Yes, conflict of interest. You should have called him, yes. Should have called him, asked for a private lesson during the match.
And how to beat Malik. I was just joking. Yeah. Well, let's look at another game. Let's look at.
Yeah, this is game over.
Let's look at Kavutsky.
Let's finish it off with a game of Kavutsky.
Knight c5 happened.
Knight c5, Queen h3, something.
f6.
Yeah, f6 and King f7. His idea is pretty clear.
Bishop h5.
He has to play Bishop h5.
If he wants to.
Now Bishop h5.
Bishop takes e4.
Yeah, where is the checkmate?
Rook g1, bishop h6. Get at g7, right? Rook g1, bishop h6. Only chance. And if bishop to h7, bishop to e8. Ouch. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. But certainly something like that. Let's check if Melik Scott and finished Mamedov off and we lost the match. Let's just check because for some reason he spent a bit of time.
Yeah, this is game over. Rook a7.
Draw.
Okay,
Decided.
so
Well,
this was game over so far.
eight and a half.
8.5 at least, unfortunately, and there's still 2 games left. Izoria is actually better, I think.
That's nice.
This is a nice final touch, maybe a win. Good for the tie breaks. So hello Kostya, let's see what he's doing. He's had a very rough day at the office,
And still a tough position.
and he has a tough position. So
I mean, he's just losing a second pawn, either b3 or e4, and his attacks are dying down.
yeah, the problem is White's attack. You only have the H file open. You don't really have any other resources at your disposal.
I guess you have to go for some desperate attack with bishop g4, bishop f5 maybe.
I think
I
that's
have an idea.
bishop g4. Then I go king f7.
Maybe,
What do you think,
maybe
Christopher?
it was my bishop to h5, But then he has these annoying 93 tricks. It's just annoying.
Wait, bishop h5. What if I just take on e4?
I know you can take on e4. Yeah. I was thinking that maybe there's something there like rook g1, but you have knight d3 capturing my c1 bishop,
Yeah.
avoiding bishop h6 opportunities. It's fine.
Yep. Tough loss. We are basically on 2-2. We have to pull some wins in the next weeks to get back on track
I think I like
for the playoffs. Yeah, Christopher, I think you're going to
We're tapping you. You're going in.
talk with.
How did you?
Grandmaster
How'd you
Malik.
do last week? I actually have.
No, I didn't do well.
I don't know any of the.
No, I lost.
The individual matches.
Yeah, we did pretty bad.
I didn't do
I did
well.
very bad also.
I didn't do well.
It was it's been 2 rough weeks.
2 tough
We
weeks.
we started so well during the first 2 matches, and then like last week was very close. I'm still not I'm still not convinced we don't have one of the top teams in the division. But yeah, we had 2 rough losses. It's okay. We'll bounce back, and I'm pretty sure I'm sure we're going to fight for the playoffs.
So he does go bishop g4 with the idea if he takes with the bishop, queen h8 followed by bishop to h5 I guess. So he goes king f7. I like bishop h5 here. Right?
And then
If he takes, you can take with the queen.
no, I like that. Yeah, this king f7, bishop h5. What if he goes rook h8?
You can take the bishop and you can play. That's the tough thing.
Yeah, because you don't really want to give two rooks, because after that you don't want to give the queen, because after that I'm going knight takes c4. Actually, knight takes b3 maybe.
I think then I can take the g6 bishop, play queen g4 and rook g1. Okay, he goes bishop to e3. Okay, he wants to take and get on e6.
Yeah, there's some idea, but
Interesting.
just maybe just rook h8. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, rook h8 looks tough.
Well, that's.
I have an idea after rook h8.
I
I
guess.
don't know if it works or
No,
not.
I think that you take the rook and then you take on c5 and then you go bishop e6.
Okay.
What?
You take the h8 rook and then after all
Take.
and then I take and then I play bishop takes c5 followed by bishop e6.
How about in this position queen e8?
For black?
Yeah.
Then you can take on c5 at worst case scenario, and then
bishop e6.
yeah, that's
Black should be happy there.
happy.
He's a pawn up,
Pawn up.
ready to exchange.
Yeah, but with the king on e7, I play queen e3. I go for your c5 pawn. If you go b6, at some point maybe I'll go b4 somehow.
I play king d6.
Right, king d6, and then again b4 with some ideas.
Wow.
But you have to take into account that white's king is also going to be weak after I play.
I agree.
Like
No, I mean, I'm sure black has ways of defending.
Let's look
Probably
at
queen e8 is one of them.
Let's look at Azoria's game. I think we've been looking at this game for a long time.
Did we?